Okay, this is gonna be a quick video about CPTSD and also like finding help for our narcissistic abuse, and then some like signs or red flags that would let you know that you're dealing with some type of narcissistic abuse or narcissists in general. So specifically, I found out about what narcissists are the hard way, like having a narcissistic mother. Okay, what it was is that like I was like 18, 19, and I was seeking therapy. I don't even know what made me do it. I think that I just needed help, and like mentally I wasn't doing well. I wasn't like, I knew that I was suffering with something, definitely some form of depression. I was depressed like for a long period of time, especially in high school. Like I didn't even get dressed up in the morning. I didn't like waking up. I would sleep for hours. Like I would just sleep all day. I was so exhausted emotionally. I would just wear sweatpants every day. Like, I mean, I would dress up every now and then. But I was so like not there. I wasn't brushing my teeth. I wasn't eating. I was just sleeping and doing homework maybe. But like, I didn't have a drive to do anything else, like at all. I barely had, like, I was like just down to smoke and drink with my friends, and that's it. There was nothing else going on up here and here. And I got to a point where I was like, something's wrong. Like this isn't normal, you know, because it started impacting me being able to go to work. I was like, nah, I just wasn't like all there, and I knew there was like, I wasn't myself. I had not always been depressed. I'm actually a really joyful person, so I knew that I'm actually incredibly angry about the fact that these ads keep going on, and I'm gonna turn this shit off in a minute. But when I reached out, I had found a therapist to talk about like some issues that I was having at home, mainly with myself. Okay, so like actually what it was is that my anxiety and depression had started manifesting into like physical symptoms. Like I ended up like, this is like how powerful the mind and body is really. But it had like, I had so much anxiety, and like I was so like sick mentally that I started like having like physical illnesses too that weren't even really there. I was like, I had went and I had gotten I thought it was like I was having acid reflux a lot. Like I was nauseous all the time, but it wasn't like, I wasn't even really nauseous. I was just like, I had just really bad anxiety, but I was so disconnected from my body that I thought it was like a sickness. I was like, oh my god, there's something wrong with like me. And I had gotten that whatever like it was so serious for me, and I was so convinced that I was sick that I had gotten not a surgery. Is this not fucking crazy? Like I'm realizing like what the fuck is wrong with my mom. Like when I'm blaming my mom because I know that's why I was depressed, but I'm like, oh my god, I really went through that. I had gotten like whatever the surgery is, where you like to check acid reflux, they put like a tube down your throat, like a camera down your throat, and then they like go see what's going on. They did that, and it was, I remember it because I had gotten my nose pierced, and I had just gotten it pierced. They took out the piercing and it closed because they had to put the oxygen through. I was so young, right? I'm just so sad about like that I even was so lost, you know. And then it's even horrible because my mom was like right there believing that there was something that wrong with me too. Not like, that's how narcissistic she is. Like she would see me literally like knowing she's abusing me, knowing she's doing me wrong, like knowing she's being cruel to me, knowing she's not supportive, knowing, because they know. The narcissists know. They know that they're evil. They know that they're manipulating you. They know they're causing harm. They know. And so with that, she was there, and she was right along for the ride. She was like, yeah, there is something wrong with you. With her smug ass, she's like, yeah, God, they're so weak. She says it to everybody now. She started telling people that I'm now, I think I'm schizophrenic too. She just made that one up. Hear voices, seeing things. So I just play into it now. I'm like, yeah, crazy. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I heard a voice. It told me to do this. She's so stupid. It's like pathetic now. It gets to the point where it's like, bitch, you don't know that much about me. I don't even talk to you that much. You know, like it's like you're literally, quite literally, just pulling shit out of your butthole. Like, yo. So I was dealing with that. Got the surgery. They said everything's fine, girl. You're good. But let me give you this doctor instead. So that's how I found therapy. They said, bitch, you need help. There were red flags. The doctor saw what was going on, you know, and it was like, they were like, okay, I feel like if you still, because I really truly, and I 100% without a shadow of a doubt believed that I was physically ill, and I wasn't. So these doctors are like, okay, sweetie, here's the lady, go talk to her. And then I talked to them, and then we talked about what AFRID was, which is like, I had an eating disorder at the time, which is also another red flag to anybody. Like, even if you're like, eating disorders can be anything. You could be like a binge eater, anorexic, and then I think bulimic. But there's other ways, like I think even just having like unhealthy eating habits, like being overweight, I think that also is a type of eating disorder, because you're not balanced and you're taking in more than you're putting out. So that's that. Especially if you go from being like really fit to like a little overweight, like that tells you there's something going on too. So my thing was like, I was at a healthy weight, and then I declined to like a really skinny, like too skinny. And then because I was going through what I thought was like some type of acid reflux, and I couldn't keep the food down, like I was just like, I was so anxious, I was so sick, to the point like I couldn't even like eat. Like I felt sick every time I ate. I wasn't throwing up sick, but I was like not eating, because I was like, I can't hold this down. Like if like I just couldn't. So hold on, I'm checking the time because I have to go to work soon. So this is gonna be a quick little video, little tip, little trick about getting help. So they had told me during my therapist's like what an eating disorder was, which one I had, which was AFRID. It's like a restrictive eating disorder. Like I just stopped eating, you know. So it's not really like I'm throwing up or anything, or it was more like I'm so meticulous about eating, like, and I like have such high anxiety that I can't eat when I'm anxious. Like it just turns off my stomach just turns off. I'm just like, nope, not hungry, and I'll be starving. Like, nope, no thanks. No, I'm not full, thank you. I'm not full. I'm like this big. Bitch, eat, you know. Then they had said, do you know what a narcissist is? And I don't even know how it was brought up. I think I was just oh my god, it's so sad. Like I'm so sad that like for the younger version of me. But I had just said to I was just talking about my experiences at home, and he was like, he mind you, this was like less than a month of talking to him. Less than a month, he immediately knew, based off of how I was describing my home situation, that I was dealing with narcissistic abuse at home. I was obviously not allowed to see him anymore. Yeah, they did not like that. And then my mom and dad, who were both narcissists, they were like, oh my god, he's filling up your head with shit. Like he's fucking lying to you. These doctors, they're gonna tell you anything, and they're gonna make you leave their family, and they hate families. Do you see how insane that sounds? The therapist hates families. Like this strange person who went to school, got a degree to help people heal from abuses. Like hello. But of course, because I was so susceptible to abuse, I never really believed them. I was like, Yeah. And then I'm looking back at the notes, right? And then I found this this doctor, I think her name is Dr. Ramani. Let's see. I'll show you what she looks like. Yes. Okay. She's the one right here. This is the one, girl. She is the one. You need to, if you are thinking about or want to know about narcissists, or you're worried about you've been in a narcissistic family or relationship with a narcissist, somebody who always wants things to be about them and hurts you in the process, this is Dr. Ramani. That's what she looks like. She has a bunch of content. I would watch her obsessively, like not like in an unhealthy way, but like I just got an offer, and I'm just computing because they are low bonding me, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Anyways, I watched her obsessively, and she taught me a lot about narcissistic abuse. And because narcissists are empty inside, they don't really function like human beings. So what they're talking about, she's talking about, is scripts. Like narcissists have scripts that they follow when they are abusing somebody or manipulating people, and why they do it. It's very much a blueprint. There's a blueprint. There's a narcissist have a blueprint because they're not really, they don't carry empathy, they don't care about people at all, so they just go through life following a script on how to abuse people and how to make sure that they are always satisfied and always protected in a way. Like they're like big ass babies, and like they never like left the a mental space and mental and emotional space of being a baby, a big fat baby. And everything has to be about them. And it's like, if you tell them about themselves, like I remember like recently my mom, like the people in my family had found out that my mom is still having an affair with the crackhead father that actually called Section 8 on us to get our housing taken away. And everybody knew about it because bitch, we were homeless basically. Like the fuck. And everybody's sitting there because I had told her, I guess her technical husband now, like she doesn't want to get married, obviously, because she wants to sleep with her baby daddy. So I had told him, I was like, she's been cheating on you this whole time. You're dogging me out, bitch. Like he thought so low of me just because she said so. I was like, you don't even know she's dirty. You don't even know how sad you look right now. Like you're just being evil to me. She says so, but you don't even know how evil she is to you. So I told him, I was like, yeah, she's cheating on me, and his contact is saved as another woman's name that she doesn't even talk to anymore. So yeah, every time you saw her get a message and it said, I almost said the name, and it said it was really her baby daddy. Mind you, this is going on for years. She's still texting people talking about if he asks where I am, just say I'm with you. Nasty. And then her sister, my aunt, has recently like fully just cussed her the fuck out, screaming at her, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? That nigga ain't shit, type shit. And you know what my mom did? She said, I can't do this right now, I'm so stressed. But she's a fucking baby, a big fat baby. Like you're destroying other people, and she's thinking about, right, that's what she's thinking about. Nothing.